It's easy to think of this as a cost question. It isn't. The real risk is misclassification. And HMRC doesn't care what your contract says. It follows the working relationship. So here's the core distinction. An employee works under your direct control. You decide what they do, how they do it, when and where. A contractor is self-employed. They control their own method of delivery, manage their own tax, and typically work across multiple clients. The contract label doesn't determine which one you have. The actual working relationship does. If the day-to-day reality looks like employment, HMRC, well, they'll treat it as employment, regardless of what the paperwork says. And that's where the risk lives. HMRC uses 3 tests to assess any working arrangement. First, control. Do you dictate how the work gets done, not just what the outcome is? If you're telling someone which tools to use, which hours to work, and how to approach each task, that points towards employment. Second, substitution. Can the worker send someone else in their place? A genuine contractor can. If the answer is no, if you expect that specific person to show up, well, that's another indicator of employment. Third, mutual obligation. Is there an ongoing expectation on both sides? You provide work, they accept it, week after week? Well, that pattern again signals employment, not a project-based arrangement. Run any working relationship through these 3 tests before you hire. If you're scoring 2 or 3 out of 3 towards employment, well, the contractor label won't protect you. IR35 is the legislation that targets disguised employment. Specifically, contractors who work through their own limited company but function like permanent staff. If IR35 applies, the business must deduct income tax and national insurance, just as it would for an employee. Here's the important detail for smaller businesses. If you meet 2 or 3 of these criteria, fewer than 50 employees, turnover below 10.2 million, and balance sheet below 5.1 million, you qualify as a small business under HMRC's definition. That means the contractor assesses their own IR35 status, not you. But that exemption disappears as you grow, so understand the rules now before you cross the threshold. So here's the practical decision rule. Contractors suit work that is defined in scope, time limited, and specialist, where you don't need to control the method, just the outcome. A web developer building a specific feature, a consultant running a one-off project. Employees suit ongoing roles where you need direct control, continuity, and perhaps institutional knowledge. Someone embedded in your team, building expertise over time. So here's the rule of thumb. If you control how, when, and where the work gets done, treat that person as an employee, full stop. Run the 3 tests: control, substitution, mutual obligation before you hire. If the working relationship points towards employment, structure it as employment. Getting that wrong costs considerably more than getting it right from the start. If that was of value, subscribe to the channel for one real business question answered every video. For the same clarity in writing, the website and newsletter is 5minutebusiness.com.